A warm welcome to AD4TV Radio News Update, coming to you live from Abuja, Nigeria's federal capital. I am Merciful Ajinomo. The Supreme Court of Nigeria this Tuesday affirmed Amadu Fintiri of the People's Democratic Party as the duly elected governor of Adamawa State, northeast Nigeria. The Apex Court held that the All Progressives Congress APC governorship candidate Jibrila Bindo failed to prove his allegation that Fintiri emerged through overvoting. According to Justice Mohammed Dettijo, who read the lead judgment by a 7-member panel, the APC and Bindo did not prove that the number of votes from the disputed 385 polling units exceeded the total number of voters that were accredited with the smart card reader, the voters register, and the form EC8A. In another judgment, the Supreme Court of Nigeria also declared Samuel Otom as the duly elected governor of Benue State, Nigeria. Emmanuel Jimmy of the All Progressives Congress had dragged Otom to the Apex Court over allegations of overvoting and other electoral malpractices during the 2019 governorship elections. But in a unanimous judgment delivered by Justice Sylvester Ngwota on Tuesday in Abuja, the Apex Court agreed with the Election Petition Tribunal and the Court of Appeal that Otom was the winner of the election. The court held that the appellant failed to prove the allegation of overvoting and other infractions he listed in his petition. Leaders and members of the main opposition party in Nigeria, the People's Democratic Party, held a protest this Monday in Abuja to condemn the recent judgment passed by the Supreme Court of Nigeria that sacked one of its governors, Emeka Ihedioha of Imo State, southeast of the country. The protest was led by the party's national chairman, Uche Secondos, alongside the party's 2019 vice presidential candidate, Peter Obi, Senator Dino Melaye of Kogi State, North Central Nigeria, and other members of the National Working Committee. Secondos, in a speech at the protest, called on the leadership of the judiciary to revisit the court judgment on Imo State, Nigeria.
We are a nation of laws, and therefore all we are seeking today is for our very highly respected jurists all over at the highest court of the land. We are not against you, we are only against the error. And by the special grace of God, we know that you will revisit this error. We therefore call on the leadership of the judiciary at that highest level to please, we are all human beings, review, revisit, and reverse the Imo State judgment, because we believe that the figures are not adding up. We believe that our big men, the highest of the land, the highest court of the land, will hear our cry today and revisit, review, and if possible, reverse their decision, because it is worthy. That is justice that will be done not only to the Imo State people, but for Nigerians.
The Rector Institute of Management Technology, Enugu State, Southeast Nigeria, Austin Nweze, has commended the efforts of Tertiary Education Trust Fund, TETFund, towards public universities in Nigeria. Nweze, speaking in an interview, said TETFund has been the sponsor of major infrastructural projects in public universities, in addition to manpower training, research and innovation, and also in the provision of learning materials. In a similar vein, the Speaker of the Bauchi State House of Assembly, Abubakar Suleiman, has commended TETFund Executive Secretary, Professor Suleiman Elias Bogoro, for his extraordinary intervention in the education sector of the state in northeast Nigeria. Abubakar said he has gone round tertiary institutions in the state and seen how the fund has massively transformed the institutions with befitting edifices, equipment and human resource development. The co-chairman and coordinator of Impact Assessment Ad Hoc Committee of TETFund Interventions in Tertiary Institutions, Nazifi Dharma, a professor of development economics at the University of Abuja, Nigeria, this Monday said the 3 ad hoc committees inaugurated by the Tertiary Education Trust Fund are working round the clock in order to achieve results. Dharma stated this in an exclusive interview with Blueprint newspapers this Monday in Abuja, Nigeria. He said many are of the opinion that the committees are not doing anything because of information gaps between the committees and the general public. Still talking education, Nigeria's Universal Basic Education Commission has raised concerns over the poor execution of primary school projects in Benue State, Nigeria. The UBEC coordinator in the state, Augustina Senchi, stated this during a joint inspection of primary school projects with the Benue State Universal Basic Education Board in Tarka and Boko local government areas. Senchi explained that all contractors were given project specifications and have no excuse for the poor quality of job done. According to her, some of the contractors who failed to follow the project specifications were ordered to stop work. She expressed dissatisfaction that only 65% of the job has been executed by most of the contractors. The Minister of Transportation in Nigeria, Rotimi Amechi, accompanied by the Governor of Oyo State, Nigeria, have embarked on an inspection of the Lagos-Ibadan Rail project to assess the progress of work. The Lagos-Ibadan Rail project is expected to be completed in February 2021, but was recently extended to April due to some unforeseen circumstances. You're watching AD4TV Radio News Update. We'll go on a short break now. More stories when we return. Do stay.
AD4TV Radio, we focus on education with emphasis on research and innovation, science and technology, women and girl-child education, children, health, youth and sports, socio-political and economic reforms, security, environment, entrepreneurship, and entertainment. We'll give you information at your fingertips. Learn on the go. Follow AD4TV Radio on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube. AD4TV Radio, reliable and credible.
We love you, AD4TV Radio.
You're welcome back. Boko Haram insurgents have killed the chairman of the Christian Association of Nigeria, Lawan Andimi, in Michika local government area of Adamawa State in northeast Nigeria. Andimi was killed this Monday by his captors, and the Christian Association of Nigeria has sent a delegation to embark on a condolence visit to the family of the deceased. Andimi, who is a native of Kwada village in Chibok local government area of Borno State, Nigeria, but worked as a pastor in Michika, was abducted early this year when the insurgents attacked the town. The United Nations Institute for Training and Research says the lack of collaboration at the directorate level of governance is affecting attaining the 17 Sustainable Development Goals in Nigeria. This was disclosed by the Director, Ministry of Transport, Antonia Ekpa, at a 4-day lecture with the theme Collaborative Leadership Seminar, which held this Monday at the Rees Continental Hotel, Abuja, Nigeria's capital. She stressed that the public sector cannot improve the economic recovery of the nation without teamwork, and that the inability to share information, data and thesis, and also benefits affect collaborative leadership.
I've been working with UNITA on issues of collaboration and collaborative leadership, as well as road safety and other components of the support with AND, including, of course, also training, proposed training for directorate officers who are likely or soon to retire. These are some of the projects and programs that UNITA has brought to the Federal Ministry of Transportation. I believe one of the challenges we have in the public service is lack of collaborative leadership. We know that the silo approach to management, where individuals personalize their offices and consider every other person around about them or in their organization as a threat, is not what the public service requires. The purpose of this meeting is for us to synergize, to understand first and foremost the components of leadership as we expect. And not too many people know about collaborative leadership. We know about transformational leadership, we know about other types of leadership, but beyond all of this, and in fact transformational and collaborative are close. But beyond all of this is that we cannot push the public service to achieve the economic recovery and growth plan of government and other policies without working as a team.
The Secretary General of the Developing Aid Organization for Economic Cooperation, Jafar Kushari, has reassured member states that Bangladesh will host the organization's 10th summit in June 2020. Kushari gave the assurance in his address at a meeting with the Minister of State, Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment, Mariam Katagung in Abuja, Nigeria's capital. The visit was on the sidelines of activities marking the official signing agreement to establish D8 headquarters on health and social protection programs in Nigeria. He commended Nigeria for hosting the previous international D8 ministerial meeting, saying the signing of the agreement would be the first activity for the year to promote trade cooperation. Also speaking at the meeting, Katagun commended the Secretary General for the milestone so far made to ensure the signing of the agreement in line with priorities of the federal government. According to her, one of the key priorities of the President Muhammadu Buhari administration is to ensure that there is economic growth and empowerment of the nation's citizenry. The World Health Organization, which is due to hold an emergency meeting on the coronavirus outbreak this Wednesday, has said an animal source appeared most likely to be the primary origin of the Wuhan outbreak. Zhang Nanshan, the senior health official investigating an outbreak of pneumonia in China, has said the disease can spread from person to person, but can be stopped with increased vigilance as authorities confirm the fourth case of death from the infection. The senior official of the National Health Commission said there is no danger of a repeat of 2002's severe acute respiratory syndrome epidemic that killed nearly 800 people across the world as long as precautions were taken. The outbreak has spread from the central city of Wuhan to cities including Beijing and Shanghai, with more than 200 cases reported so far. 4 cases have been confirmed outside China in South Korea, Thailand and Japan. Australia this Tuesday said it will screen passengers on flights from Wuhan amid rising concerns that the virus will spread globally as Chinese travelers take flights abroad for Lunar New Year holiday that starts this week. The regional office of the Russian Emergency Ministry said about 11 people have been killed in a fire that broke out this Tuesday in a Siberian village in Russia. The fire broke out at a residential building in the Prichomlysky village of the Tomsk region. It was put out within 2 hours, with the single-story building partially destroyed. According to the ministry, 11 bodies were discovered under the collapsed structure, while 2 other people managed to escape from the fire. The governor of Tomsk region, Sergei Zvanskin, in an online statement said the victims were 10 Uzbek nationals who worked at a local sawmill and an unidentified Russian woman. On a lighter mood, the World Health Organization is due to hold an emergency meeting this Wednesday on the coronavirus outbreak. What are your expectations from this meeting? Please join the conversation on our social media platforms showing on your screen. That's it on AD4TV Radio News Update, coming to you live from Abuja, Nigeria's federal capital. You can join the conversation on our website at www.ad4tvradio.com. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube page at AD4TV Radio. Many thanks for watching. I am Merciful Ajinomo.